Hello everyone and welcome. Today we'll be taking a look at the introduction to web scraping. So we'll be scraping our first web page. As you know, web scraping is a process of extracting information from web pages. So it's just like collecting data that is publicly available on a website and saving it in a structured format like CSV, JSON or a database. So alright, let's get started. So today we'll be scraping this website, books2scrape.com, and this website is meant for scraping. So we can scrape it, we can use it to test our web scraping skills. So let's dive into our code editor. So I'll open VS Code. So before I get started, we have to have Beautiful Soup installed and a URL lib library. So that one is already inbuilt into the Python module. So we don't need to install that. So the URL lib library will be used to grab the web page. The Beautiful Soup will be used to parse the HTML. So we'll first import the web grabbing client, and this is going to help us to fetch the web page in which you are going to scrape. Also, we'll import Beautiful Soup. Beautiful Soup will be used to parse our HTML. Then now, the next thing we need to do is to define our website URL, and our website URL is books.toscrape.com slash index.html. So we'll store this in a variable. So we'll create a variable called my variable. Then inside this we'll store our website URL in a string. Then we will now use the web grabbing client to grab our website page and store it in a variable client. So we'll create a variable called uClient. Then I'm going to use our web grabbing client to get our URL. Then after that, we are going to read the HTML inside that URL here. Then after we read the HTML inside here, we will store it and we can now pass it. So the next step is that we are going to read our HTML. So here have page underscore HTML, then have our uClient, which is set to dot read. The read function will read the HTML from the website that we grabbed here, and this is going to be stored inside of our page underscore HTML variable. And after that, we don't want to waste resources, so we'll close our web page reading client so that it doesn't waste resources on our device. So we'll close it here. Then next, we are going to test our connection to see whether everything is correct, or we'll get our HTML back from the variable page underscore HTML. So when we print the first characters of our variable page underscore HTML and we run this, we should see that we get our first 500 characters of HTML printed here. Now, let's take a look at parsing the HTML. So we'll be using Beautiful Soup to pass the HTML into something more usable. So we'll create we'll call our Beautiful Soup for parsing. So here we have page underscore Beautiful Soup as our variable. Then this will now process the raw HTML into a structured format, and we can now use this to access some functions or some values inside of our HTML. So we can get the title for HTML here. So to get a title, we can have page underscore soup dot HTML dot string, and this will return only the title of our HTML. So when we run this, we should see the title of our website, which is the title of our HTML here, which is all products books to scrape. So you can see that we have been successfully past the HTML. Now, since you are interested in the book listed on the page, we're going to locate them inside of our HTML. So we'll go back to the website here. Now to get the classes for the books that we want, or the title of the books and the price of the books, we'll right click on any space here, then click on inspect, then we'll scroll down here, then we are going to locate the classes for our books list. So we can see that our class for our books list is here. We have a class here which has a colon dash xs dash 6, and this class is repeated throughout for each book that we have here. So we will just pick this class here, and since there are multiple classes under Beautiful Soup, we use the find all function to grab all the products under the list tab. So we have the list tag here, then we have a class of this. So to write this in Beautiful Soup, we're going to have beautiful bookshelf variable, which is set to page underscore soup. Since our page underscore soup is now used as our parsing for beautiful soup, then we're going to set find all function. Then the find all function will take our li tag, our list tag, which we will have to reference here. Then we are going to reference the class in here. Then the class will take attributes the class contained here. And so now to verify whether we have all the books listed, we're going to print the length of the books here. And so when we run this, we should see that we get 20 list of books here. So that is how we can access all the books inside of our list tag. But now, since you want the title and the price, we have to go through each book and get it from that point. So here we'll create a for loop, and the for loop will go through each books, then grab the title and the price. So since the books is a list, so we'll first come here, then we're going to create the title of all of our books. Then the title will be our book underscore title. This is going to take books dot h3 then dot a, and let's check whether our title is in the h3 tag. So here in our list tag here, when we open this here, then we select our title here. See that our title is in under the h3 tag and also under the a tag. So we have our title, which is the h3 tag, then the a tag here. So we have h3 dot a, which we stated here. Then we'll have the title, which is named here, a title in the article. So the title will be specified here. So just specify the attribute is a title, and Beautiful Soup is going to go through the HTML, then now find this title here, then return it for us. Next, let's take a look at how we are going to grab the price of all of our books. So to grab the price of all of our books too, that one too will take book underscore price. It's going to take books dot find all. Then the find all will find our p tag. The p tag will now go and find our class of price underscore color. So follow the same procedure as we did for our title. So we'll come here. Our p tag is here, which is having a class of price underscore color. The price underscore color has a text price, which is $51.77 or euro. Then we'll now come here, then now reference it as our class. So this is how we are going to get our title and price inside of our bookshelf. Then after that, we'll now remove the text from our book price. Since our book price is inside, has the text, so we have to remove it from the text by using the stripe function. So after we remove it, then we'll now print out the title of our book, then we'll print out the price of our book. And so when we run this, we see that we'll get the title of our book, then the price of our book listed here. So this is how we can get specific data from our HTML using web scraping. Now next, let's see whether we can store this data into a CSV file. So we'll first create a CSV file for all of our products. So we'll create a file name called books.csv. Then we'll now create a variable called f, then open it with a file name with the right attribute. Then we'll create a variable called headers. The headers will have our book title, then our price. So the price will also be in a new line by using /n, which will be in a new line, and the book title to here. So then we'll now write to this headers. So we'll write this headers to our file name, which is books.csv. Then after that, I'm going to use a for loop to add all of our books, title, and price into our file. So we'll have a for loop, then the for loop will have our book title. The book title will add the book title to our headers, which is the book title here. Then it is going to add our book price to, which is this, to our file name. And when we now come here also, I want to write the book title, then comma, we'll write the book price, all added to our file. And after that, we are going to close our write function because we don't need to waste resources. And so we'll close this by using f.close function. And so when we now run this, you see that our books.csv has been created. So our data will be stored inside the CSV file. And so when we open it, we see that our CSV file has the book title, then the price here, then we have our title here, then the price here, tipping the velvet, then we have our price here, submission, then we have our price here, then we have sharp object, then we have our price here. So this is how we can script websites in Python. So if you have found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what you would like to script further. So in the next video, we'll be taking a look at pagination in web scraping. So how we can scrape different web pages with the same data. So see you in the next video and good luck.